Hey guys, welcome to my second episode of my life. I'm excited because in this I will tell you who is the winner of the Imagine Dragons tickets for the Loveloud Fest. But first, you get to listen to a little thought that I've had today, and then I'll tell you who won the tickets. I want to talk about the Pentatonix concert I got to go to today. It was super awesome. It was the first concert of their tour, and they finished it off with a bang, singing I See a Silhouette of a Man, Scaramouche, Scaramouche, Can You Do the Fandango, Bohemian Rhapsody. That was super cool. But in the concert, they also did a cover of Imagine. It was pretty fantastic because they were starting to sing, about like imagine all the people, imagine if everyone, loved each other and cared. And I was kind of thinking about that, and I was like, it's pretty interesting because I think there are very few people in the world who genuinely want the world to be a bad place. I think for the most part we're all pretty good people, but yet the world is still not as good as we'd like it to be. And I think that's because normal good people let the bad part of ourselves kind of win sometimes. And I was doing a reflection of myself because in general I'm one of the people who imagines a perfect world, where everyone loves each other, and yet as I was looking inside of myself, there's lots of times where I find myself holding negative sentiments towards others, where I'm not happy, where I'm upset, and I started to think about the word hate a lot. I don't really use that word, and I don't genuinely hate anybody, but I do kind of use that word a lot, and oh man, I hate that guy, Gru and Despicable Me.
Oh, I hate that guy.
Or just in general, I was just talking about a food I hate, or a show that I hate, and I just use that word all the time, and I think it becomes normal for me to think that I just very much dislike something, and that's okay. And I think if I were to truly understand the first commandment of God, which is to love Him more than anything, but the second commandment, just to love our brother like unto ourselves, if I were to truly understand that, I don't think the word hate would even be in my vocabulary, because at the end of the day, I would recognize that, yeah, maybe I don't like somebody, or maybe I'm frustrated with the way they're acting, but that's no reason to hate them. And if anything, I should work harder to serve them and love them. So that's kind of what I got from this Pentatonix thing, and that's the message I want to share with you guys, is anytime we find ourselves thinking negatively about another person, think of why that's happening. And if they're a toxic person, well then yeah, we should probably avoid them in our lives. But I think majority of the time they're people who can actually use our help. And I think we could go the extra mile to reach out and show love to them. And on top of that, I think we need to work on loving ourselves just as much as we need to work on loving others. And so I want to extend a little challenge. I think we should focus on the good that we do bring, because a lot of negative feelings that we have are due to self-loathing, or we wish we were more talented, or we wish we were more attractive, or we wish we had X, Y, Z, and we don't focus on what we do have. We don't focus on being grateful for who we are and the good we bring to other people's lives. I think one of the most frustrating things for me is, oh, I'm single and I wish I was dating somebody, and then I hold a lot of resentment towards the girls that I like who don't want to date me, which is super dumb because there's people who like me and I don't like them back. Someday you'll find the right person, and so it's dumb for me to hold that resentment. I need to let that go and focus on the good that I have instead of being so obsessed with what I lack. And so my challenge for you guys is in the comments or just personally, I want you to write down 3 things that you like about yourself. I will start with myself. I like that I'm talented in music and that I think that brings joy to other people. I smile a lot, and I also like how silly I am. That's something I love about myself, because I don't think taking life seriously is the healthiest for your heart. But then I also want you to take one thing that you can work on, because we're not perfect. Which, for example, I'm going to work this week, I'm not going to say the word hate. I'm going to take that off the list, and so I hope you guys can write down the one thing that you're going to work on this week also. Now, for the big reveal. Who won the Loveloud tickets? So, drum roll, please. Drum roll, please.
Too bad that didn't kill me.
The winner is McCall. You won. You did it. Hooray. You will thoroughly enjoy this concert. Imagine Dragons is one of the best performances I've ever seen. plus Grace Vanderwall, plus Zed, who are also very amazing. So I think you're going to have a great time. So I'll get a hold of you and give you the link to the 2 tickets. Thank you to everyone who participated, who has just been super supportive. Hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you later.